Good morning, everyone. Thank you for coming to the Business Education Seminar. I'd like to introduce our faculty as we start. Ms. Bangle, wave. There's Ms. Bangle. She teaches Business 1A, Payroll, Business 1B, among other accounting classes. And we have Dimitri Kaliagin. There he is over there. He also teaches Business 1A, international business at times. I'm Lynn Klein. I teach Business 12, Business 7, and Biz 1A right now, the accounting principles class. We have Jan Novak, who is not here with us today, but she normally teaches the marketing classes and the business law. Some of you may have had her. Then we have Catherine Pincus over there, who teaches just about everything, including Biz 12. And what else do you teach, Catherine? 16. Business practices. Okay, and Nali Ruiz, who is also not with us today. He's on a sabbatical. And Wanda Wong over here, who also teaches just about everything, Biz 1A, Biz 1B. Excel, and we all teach classes both online and in the classroom. Take a look at these two resumes. Which one of these do you think is more likely to get the job?
Left.
Why do you say that? Okay, and very specific information about their skills and what they can do. All right, and by the way, I was talking with a friend of mine who was interviewing last week, and she asked the question, or she said, we're looking for someone responsible. And the candidate said, oh, I'm your man. At my last job, every time something went wrong, they said I was responsible. Okay, anyway, just a little tip for you. Be careful how you answer your questions. All right, but we're here to help you develop that resume. Let's talk about the value of an education. Someone with a high school diploma can expect to start out making about $22,895. With a college degree, you can plan to start out around $40,478. And over time, over 30 years, the person with a high school diploma will make about $600,000 a year, and the person with a college degree can expect to make about $1.2 million. All right, so as Gertrude Stein said, there's plenty of money out there. It just changes pockets. Okay. All right, let's take a little closer look at some expected salaries here. Less than a high school diploma can expect to make about $23,000 a year. High school diploma, $32,000. An associate's degree or some additional college, $37,000. Bachelor's degree, $55,000 or $53,000, and advanced degrees around $69,000. All right, so the more education you have directly translates into more money, more money. This thing is not being cooperative. So, community college students who earn a vocational degree or certificate saw their wages jump from $25,600 for the last year before they graduated to $47,571 3 years after earning their degree. That's an 86% difference. So, let's take a look at unemployment rates. Directly connect with your education level. Those with a bachelor's degree or higher, approximately 5% of those people are unemployed. With an associate's degree, approximately 8% unemployed. High school diploma, 10.5% unemployed, and less than a high school diploma. That's the bulk of those that are without a job right now. So you can see how important a college education is all the way around. Chabot offers a transfer Associate of Arts degree, a standalone Associate of Science degree. We also have certificate programs, and if you'd like more information about all the options within Chabot's business program, there's the website, nice and easy, chabotcollege.edu/BUS. All right, our AA degree, again, that is the degree that you want to take if you want to transfer to a four-year institution and have all of your lower division units handled. So again, it really has to do with your plan. If you plan to go on to a bachelor's degree, then you want to do the AA strategy. That includes business courses, economics, math, computer education, that total at least 60 units. Okay, the AA degree transfers as the first 2 years of Cal State East Bay's business program straight across, and then you simply would have your last 2 years to take at Cal State East Bay. Now we have a website that is extremely helpful in showing you information about exactly how the courses you take will transfer, what the equivalents are at the four-year university. It's a great website, and Patricia Molina is going to tell you more about it right now. But please do take advantage of that information that's available on that site. Okay, we're going to go directly to that site. There's your web address right there, but we also...
Okay, so yes, correct. Anybody else? Yes, they articulate courses to see which courses are equivalent from the university to our courses here, and it helps you prepare in your major to transfer to four-year colleges. So if you get a chance, you might want to go on Assist and just explore it. We're going to go through it right now. So what you want to do when you first get on the first home page, you would click Chabot College. So let's find Chabot College. Sorry, I'm not used to this. Okay, and then you would click Cal State East Bay. And actually, you can look at any state school and any UC to get major preparation to transfer, okay? So let's look at the business major. Oops, sorry. I'm not used to this. Okay, so you see this gives you all the information you need to have as lower division classes here, major prep, to transfer to Cal State East Bay. This is just the major, because in order to transfer, you need your major prep, your general education, and that should equal 60 units to transfer to the university. So if you can see on your left-hand side, you have the East Bay courses, and these are all their numbers, and then these are our equivalent at Chabot College. So you would take Business 1A, Business 1B, Business 10, Econ 1, Econ 2, your math, Math 15, or Calculus 1, and then Math 43 or Math 35, and your computer science. So just like the AA degree, similar courses, except you need your general education to add to that to get your 60 units to transfer. Okay, any questions on that? Does that make sense to you guys? Yeah? Okay, and just to talk a little bit more about Assist, as I was saying, you can do a lot of different things on here. If you're a person that you're just not sure what major you want to go into, you can click on majors. You can explore majors here. Click an area of study. Somebody give me an area of study that you're looking to go into.
Graphic design.
Graphic design. Okay, so we put in graphic design. And then this will give you all the schools that have graphic design as a major. So you would look here, and you would have CSU San Bernardino, gives you a description. You can click here for the campus website to get more information. You can click here about the CSU GE Breath. Are you guys familiar with the CSU GE Breath? It's usually the blue sheet. It's sheet 101, all the general education. And it gives you information about the IGETC. You want to click Chabot College so you can see the courses you need. for your preparation. And then it'll give you a list of schools that are nearby Chabot that you can go and take courses there if we don't offer them. And then these are the courses you need for your major prep. These are San Bernardino's courses, and these are our courses here. Yes?
If Chabot doesn't offer a comparable course, can you still transfer and take the course there, or do you need to have the course done before you transfer?
You can still transfer because you don't get penalized for that, and you can take the course there. But if you want, in some instances, some students want to be as prepared as possible, they will go to other schools and take it. But you won't get penalized if we don't offer the course. Okay? Okay, so let's go back. Let's go back and just look, let's put in business, just so you could see all the schools that offer business. So you see that? These are all the majors in business. And usually when you major in business, you do your lower, like again, you do your lower prep here. And then when you get to the university, you will decide what emphasis you want to go into. So for example, if you're trying to do accounting, when you get to the university, you will take your upper level division courses there in accounting, in the focus. Or marketing. There are some majors that have specific marketing. Let's see. Let's see. So like at this school, CSUI, this is Channel Islands. They have a marketing option. You can look at their courses there, what you need. Let's see. This is your basic business here. All these schools offer your business administration here. Okay, and then you have accounting option. And again, once you get to the university, usually you decide what area of emphasis you want to pursue. So another thing you can do here is, so say for example you said, I don't even know what colleges are out there. What are the UCs? What are the state schools? They can show you they'll show you every UC in the state of California, and you might be saying to yourself, well, what does Santa Barbara, what kind of majors does that school offer? So it gives you all the majors that Santa Barbara offers. And you can kind of look through here again. Oops, go back. Oh, well, we'll stick with this. So chemistry. Again, you can look through here. You pick Chabot College, and it'll give you your major prep. So say, for example, you've already went to another college. Like say you took classes at Ohlone College, and you want to know if those classes can transfer to, say, Santa Barbara. You can do that. You can check that. You can go to back to home. You can click on Ohlone College. You click Santa Barbara. And you could do that with any UC and any CSU. And then we'll look at the course. Say you took a computer studies class there at Ohlone. So yes, this computer science 113 is the same as Santa Barbara's computer science 40. So you can see which classes transfer and are equivalent to the university you're trying to attend. Okay? Any questions? Yes? Oh, I thought you had a question. Okay. This is really, really a good place just to go on this assist, learn it, get familiar with it. It gives you a lot of information to help you transfer. Let me look at a couple other things on here that you might be interested in. Like again, it tells you, it gives you all the state schools. If you're interested in a certain state school but you don't know what they offer, you can check here. It gives you the UC transfer admissions eligibility courses, so the minimum requirements just to get into a UC, it'll give you information there. It gives you information regarding the CSU breadth, what it is, how do you, what courses are certified in these areas. These are all the areas for the CSU breadth. So there's a lot of information here that will help you transfer. Anybody have any other questions?
Is there a way of finding if they have online classes or just go on Facebook?
No, there is no way to find it if there's online classes. This is basically going to just tell you what classes you need. You have to go directly to the university to see if they're offering those classes online. Yes?
I think someone may want to transfer to the out-state college, so where is the information?
So for out-of-state, you're going to have to go to the actual university and look on its website. And then there should be, usually out-of-state colleges either list their requirements for transfer students. So you have to go to the individual school itself. So this is just for the UCs and CSUs. And it doesn't even cover any of the private schools. So you have to go to the individual school.
How would we check a private school? Is the same thing?
Same thing, check the individual school. So one thing you might want to do is make an appointment with the counseling upstairs and come in, and you can sit down with one of us and we can look up the school and work with you to determine what it is that you need in order to transfer. Any other questions? Did I miss anything?
I just wanted to point out here, when you walked in, guys, on this table, when you walk out, we have a bunch of brochures. So if you're planning to transfer, it doesn't matter what your area of emphasis is going to be. Within business, right? You do AA in business administration, your lower division here. And we have a bunch of brochures, and this is the one you pick up. So it lists all those classes. We added one more class in order for you to get the 2-year degree, and it's Introduction to Business. And some of you, how many of you are enrolled in Business 12 right now? So we believe that CSU East Bay does not teach the class. They will take units as electives, but it allows you to see what part of business is your cup of tea. It really gives you the broad picture, the overview of the umbrella of business administration. Also what we did, guys, because it does take a long time to earn a 4-year degree, you know, especially if you're working, if you have family, if you're busy, or if you don't get right away to the math and English college level. So we took first 4 or 5 classes out of this 2-year degree, and we created a certificate. And it's your first step. It includes Business 1A, 1B, 10, and a choice of either Econ 1 or Econ 2 or your computer class. So you have to take those courses anyway, but when you take them, you qualify for a certificate in business transfer. In the whole Bay Area, only DVC and Chabot offer that certificate. You can put it on your resume. It's your first step. I always think of it as Russian nesting dolls, because I'm Russian. So this is your smallest doll. That's your first step. But it is on your resume. It shows to your potential employer you are capable of completing a program, not just taking a bunch of classes around. And then you take more major courses plus your general ed, GE. You have a 2-year degree. Then you transfer, complete your 3rd and 4th year, there is your BS degree. So after you're done with the BS degree, you have 3 different diplomas, which is quite nice. And in the meantime, you might be able to get a job and, you know, make more money and get your employer to pay for your education. That's what I did, and that was nice. Okay, guys, so that was AA degree transfer. I also want to mention that some of the business courses, you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone with some of them, like you're taking Business 12. It's listed right here. It is required for your major, but it also fulfills general educational requirement for the AA degree. It doesn't matter which AA degree, you have to have social and behavioral science. Business 12 fulfills that. Business 36 marketing fulfills that. Business 40 international business fulfills that. Business law, how many of you completed business law, taking business law right now? It's a part of your major. It's required for transfer, but it also right there at the top fulfills your second English course, believe it or not, because there's a lot of writing and research involved. Now, this is for Chabot. It is not the same as your breadth GE for Cal State, but in order to get a 2-year degree at Chabot, Associates in Arts, you can use those business courses. I want to focus, guys, on the second type of degree we offer, and it's Associates in Science. We call it a terminal degree, even though it's not technically correct. A terminal degree usually is like your PhD or your JD. But what we mean by terminal degree, it's for those of you who are not planning to transfer, you want to get out of here and get a job. Or maybe you will transfer one day, but it's not your priority. So your AS degrees, and we have all these different brochures. By design, they have more courses within the major. So if you take AS in accounting, that's for you to get the job, not to transfer in accounting. But it will include a lot of accounting units and fewer general ed. You can see general ed is only 19 units. So instead of 2 English courses, for example, you have to take only 1. And instead of 3 units of health, you have to take only 1, either health or PE. So it's just by design a little bit different AS degrees. And we have here in the business department 3 degrees. AS, Associates in Science, there is an accounting degree. We have this green brochure for the color of money. And it includes all 3 accounting programs. Not transfer, right? There are 2 certificates and the AS degree. Again, the way we design our certificates, the certificate in accounting includes all of the courses that are part of the AS degree. So it's your first step, and then you take more major courses plus GE, and you get a 2-year degree. We have a general AS in business with 3 areas of emphasis. You've got the general business, marketing, and management. And we have, this is your marketing brochure. And there is a management, I think management, I don't have it here, orange brochure. And we have an AS in retail management, the yellow one. We also offer Associates in Arts and Real Estate. It's a different department, but it does include a lot of business courses. It's called AA, but it really works as an AS. And if you have interest in it, talk to me. I'll refer you to the faculty member there. All right. Now, this is, again, a list of classes in business that fulfill GE requirements for AS degrees. I love certificates. They're short and they're sweet, You can, and that's how I was able to get my first or second job, After I was a busboy, then I was able to get a certificate and get a job and get into the company which paid for my MBA and all that stuff. But certificates are usually, guys, it depends. We have a certificate with only 10 units now, up to 30 units. So it's just 1 year, usually 2 semesters going to school full-time, sometimes 3 semesters, sometimes 1 semester. In 1 semester, you can finish it. It's a diploma. You graduate, you walk, and you get your diploma and you put it on your resume. It works very well for those of you who are not sure what you want to do, for those of you who need the job, for those of you who have experience and just need to get back into the workplace, for those of you who have previous education, don't need the whole new bachelor's degree, associate's degree. Now, if you're freshly out of high school and you get a certificate, we have healthcare management. You probably will not be able to get the job in the field. You have to have experience. Or again, if you don't have any work experience, you get a certificate in management, nobody's going to make you a manager. You still need experience. But it does work. You need experience. But you does need to have a lot. It works for a lot of people who are not, right fresh out of high school. A nice thing about the certificates is that there is no GE requirement. You don't have to take math. You don't have to take English, history. You just take your major subjects. And as I mentioned, if later on you want to do a 2-year degree, you just add additional classes. Some of the classes within these programs will transfer, some of them will not. Now, all of the business courses are called baccalaureate level, so they will transfer to CSU, all of them, as electives, all of them. Because to transfer, you need like 60 units sometimes, or whatever number of units. All of those units you can count. So here is, guys, we offer, hello? The classes within certificates are offered in the morning, daytime, online. And as I mentioned, you can complete it usually in 2 to 3 semesters if you're going to school full-time. Now, this is the list of certificates. We have, I think, right now 12 of them. There is an additional, there are 2 new ones, which will be, you will see on the next slide. In reddish color with asterisks are the ones that you can fully complete online. And we have a brochure for each one of them except for real estate. So you can pick it up on your way out. We also have those brochures in buildings 1500, 1600, 400. And we have a website, chabotcollege.edu/BUS, which lists all the information. Actually, more information. It will give you information what kind of job you should expect after finishing the program, what kind of starting salary, median salary, things like that. Now, guys, this fall we started 2 new programs that just were approved. The one of them is called the Business Skills. Every year we meet with the advisory committee. Catherine Pincus manages that, where people from the industry come in here, look at our curriculum, look at our classes, and say, hey, you do teach students what we need you to teach them, or please add this class, or make sure they know that skill. And every year they tell us, we want your graduates to have soft skills. Technical skills, you know, if you're missing some, you know, I have a lot of accounting students here. If you're missing something about bookkeeping or something about QuickBooks, they can train you. That's not a problem. The problem is when the applicant or the new employee does not know how to communicate, doesn't know how to use email professionally, does not appreciate diversity, soft skills, writing, presenting. So a lot of classes within the business skills are so-called Business 50 classes. They're Business 50 A, B, C, D, E, F, G. And I'll show you a list a little bit. So you take 7 of them, and you take either 12 or 14. So those of you who are taking 12, after you're done, you're like a third way through towards that business skills certificate. And we have entrepreneurship. So there's a small business manager. How many of you would like to open your own business? Would it, just 1 person? 2? 3? What are you doing in business?
Haven't decided yet.
Okay. So hopefully there's somebody else out there who is creating jobs for you, because if you don't want to open. So anyway, small business is how to manage your business or franchise. Entrepreneurship is about brand new ideas, right? Something very innovative. And there's a general certificate, as well as you can see there are 3 specialized ones where interdisciplinary, where if you want to have your own auto shop, you can have this program where you take auto classes as well as entrepreneurship classes. And there is a similar one for real estate and administrative assistant. Hopefully in the future, we can add additional ones here for additional fields. Okay, how many of you have taken an online course? All right. How many of you will consider taking an online in the future, an online class? How many of you would not want to take an online class? Why not? Armando? Why not?
Because I didn't like it the first time.
You didn't like it first time? Didn't like it. Why not?
I'm used to taking classes instead of online. I do better in classes.
Face to face? What about
First thing, I'd
face-
rather look at somebody and hands-on, you know.
right? What would be reasons to take online, those of you who like online? Go ahead.
Work full-time and family.
Family obligations and the work schedule, yes, what else?
You can just wake up and get on the computer.
There you go. Or not go to bed until 3 a.m. or 4 a.m., right? I always think about, you know, it's just like you don't have money, right? You don't have to drive, you don't have to park, you don't have to put all your makeup on, your clothes, right? You just sit there. Okay. It is harder probably because, you know, it has more requirements and it's more on you. So there are certain skills that you have to be successful online. We offer over 60% in the business department, which is the highest percentage at Chabot, of classes online. A lot of classes online. But we do know about those of you who do not like online, so we try to balance online classes with on-campus. So popular classes such as 1A, 1B, 10, 12, 7, they are offered in both modalities. Some other classes, when you move up to HR management or income tax accounting, you sometimes have to wait. Like one semester we offer it online, one semester on campus. Some classes we teach only online by design. But again, we keep in mind both types of students because we know pros and cons of all types. Now, this is one of the brochures that just describes what online learning in business means to us and what we expect from online students and what types of skills to be successful. Okay, and as I promised, guys, this is your Business 50 series. There is a brochure for those courses. They are just one unit. They're all online. You can see all these great topics there. We do not teach all of them in one semester. We offer about between 6, 7 to 10 classes per term. And because they are very short, they're 6 weeks, so we're starting them at different points during the semester. So some classes are already over. They started in August and they're over. Some classes started in October, and some classes are starting in November. And again, you can take them and they will be counted as electives towards a lot of the certificates degrees, or you can get that business skills certificate, you know. There is one very popular class right nowadays about resumes and cover letters right here. Time management is very popular. They're just great, great short classes. I would like, guys, to, introduce to you Maricela. Are you the president?
Hello, good morning, everybody. Hope your morning's starting off nicely. I just wanted to talk to you about the DECA Club at Chabot College. It's the only business and marketing club, and it's also a national student organization across the country. It's a great club. I've been in it for a couple years now, and I must say that it's helped me through a lot. It prepares college students for careers in marketing and management and entrepreneurship, and also helps develop your leadership and communication and human relations. I want to tell you some of the things that we've done that I've experienced. Just recently, about a couple weeks ago, I went to a business expo where I was asking for fundraising for our trip in November, and I got to meet a lot of great business people. It's really fun and exciting. I've also went to the Chamber of Commerce where I met a lot of business people there. We partner up with Business and Industries. We are doing a new program where we're trying to connect with businesses through the community and have them help mentor us. We have case studies in our traveling that we go to, so we try to have them help us with their knowledge that they have. We go to competitions. For instance, in November, we're going to New York City. I was able to go last year in last November to New York City, and it was just an amazing experience. Without being in this club, I would have never been able to travel to New York. We went to the New York Stock Exchange in the Wall Street District, and that was just amazing. We also went to the United Nations, and we took a cruise on the bay, and we cruised right next to the Statue of Liberty at night, and it was just beautiful. We met students across the country that were DECA students, and it was really a really good experience. So I would like to invite you guys to come to our meeting every Tuesdays at 12 to 1, which is today, in room 1613. Ms. Pincus is our advisor. So if you have any questions and if you're interested, here's a pamphlet we could come and pass around to you if you want to raise any hands if you're interested. I also want to let you know in the spring and April we're going to Orlando, Florida to also do another competition out there. So we have a lot of fundraising opportunities. If you don't have any money really to pay for it yourself, for instance, we did a car wash on Saturday, which is amazing. It was our first time doing that. And then we've hooked up with the Raider organization selling tickets, and every ticket you sell, $20 goes towards your trip. We've also, when I went to the Business Expo, I was asking businesses to help fundraise us, and it's just a really, really fun experience, and I hope that you guys are interested. Do you have any questions for me about DECA Club at all?
Right now, we're going to open for any questions you might have. Any questions for us, for the counselor? Most of you. Free advice nowadays is so hard to find, and you have no questions. I'm going to. Go ahead.
If you're planning to do an undergrad in economics, could you still get your MBA, or can you get 2 separate degrees? And how does that work?
Are you talking about MBA or undergrad?
Or just like if you say you get a degree in mathematics, will you still be eligible for a master's? And
Yeah, master's degree is different. For MBA, every school is different. You can have any undergraduate degree. If your undergraduate is in business, then you don't have to take prerequisite classes. Now, everybody usually has to pass GMAT if it's a state university. Some private universities don't require GMAT. GMAT is like a general management admissions test. Now, if your undergraduate is not in business, like mine was not, then you have to take certain prerequisite classes, financial accounting, finance, econ, depending on the university. But yeah, a lot of people, their undergrad could be econ, could be music, could be, you can go for MBA. Other questions?
What if you want to transfer out of this college to a different out-of-state university, to Arizona State?
You can do it as our counselor mentioned. You can either directly go to the website to see what's required, or the best way is to go see a counselor, and they can help you to tell you what classes will be transferable. You can transfer out of state. Guys, we didn't talk much about private universities, but it's a good option. They are more expensive, but they do take practically all of your business classes. They will take your marketing, your international business, your HR courses that state universities consider to be upper division, private universities will take. I know that DeVry, for example, if you have an AS degree, any AS degree, including business, they guarantee that in a year and a half you can get a 4-year degree. Other questions?
Let me say
Wanda?
something about the MBA. I'll speak loud enough.
But it's for the video.
Oh, okay. I just want to say a little bit about the MBA question you have. My undergraduate degree was in computer science, so when I decided to get my MBA, I have what the prerequisites called the foundation courses, which is composed about 5 to 6 of your business courses, and I got all of them done in a community college. I could have done it in Cal State East Bay, but why spend thousands of dollars when you could come to a community college and get all that done before you actually get into your MBA program? So, coming here is the right choice.
Yeah, and we were talking yesterday about how competitive the workplace is and how important it is to not to stop at the 4-year degree. Master's degree is good.
What's the difference between going to a private college and a transfer to a private college into a Cal State in terms of the employer? How does the employer see that?
This is subjective, I think. It depends. When I was in my MBA, they said, I went to a private university. The professor said, unless you go to Ivy League kind of school, everything else doesn't matter. UC Berkeley, of course, has a great brand name, and it probably does add to your earning potential. But, some other areas, like I know in accounting, Cal State East Bay actually has very good reputation among employers because you do take actually more units in accounting. Some people are fine with University of Phoenix, some people are not. It depends. I don't think it's that important for the employers.
It's only for your first job it's important, really. Let me just tell you, I have a friend who was majoring in accounting, and my brother is also majoring in accounting. The difference is my friend went to Berkeley School of Arts, and my brother went to Cal State East Bay. They got the same degree, and my brother is now making twice as much as he did. So I mean, you know, that tells you a story. It's not just the college where you're coming from, but your study and, you know, working hard and get that experience, the first job, and that's what moving you up. So just don't think I have to get into UC Berkeley or nothing. So it's not like all or nothing, you know, and I know that Cal State East Bay have a wonderful business program because that's where I get my MBA from.
And a lot of people out of state don't know that Chabot is a community college. They think it's a private college. Chabot College. Other questions?
I actually transferred to Cal State. I didn't attend any for other reasons, but a friend of mine transferred to San Jose, and they were asked to change their major because it was so full, the business major. So if that's the case, what would be a major you can take that would actually help?
That's a good question. Econ, probably, if it's available. I know that same with Berkeley. It's much harder to get into Haas for business major than economics major. Econ is a good foundation, right? It's not as applicable. I also know because of the cuts, like San Francisco State right now, you cannot have second major. Some of you would like to have a second major, right? And they do not allow that to happen. So just explore your options, and as counselors always say, do not apply to just one university. Apply to many of them, and think not just about the school or the name of it, or as some students say, where your boyfriend went. Think about the major, the options. Do they allow the minors? Do they allow second majors? All of those things. Keep your options open. But the choice of school, as you said, is not, I don't think it's that crucial in the long run in your life. It's not going to be the most important decision you make. I think the choice of major is more important than the choice of school. Any other questions? All right.
Can you work on your certificate while you're getting your transfer degree? Yeah.
Absolutely. And first 5 classes are certificate in business transfer. Also, some students, you know, they look at, you know, the transfer because it will take a long time and I need to find a job maybe. And they look at the certificate in marketing or management or accounting, and it will have overlap, like your business 1A is required for all of them. You might have to take 2 additional classes and they might be useful. You might have to take QuickBooks, which will not transfer, or payroll accounting, but it will get you that certificate. Why not? Why not? You never know what you're going to end up doing. You know, if you ask people around, my undergraduate was in biology, so you never know.